Third time. Third time I've tried to do that, guys. Oh, man. Is my mic hot? I feel like it's probably a little hot. It's always a little hot, isn't it? Is it hot? Is it too loud? You got to tell me because you know. Y'all know how I get all crazy about it. Please wait. Yeah, I am late. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Who is in here today? Well, let's see here. We have Becca Lynn. We have, yeah, and everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And don't forget that if you want to get notifications, you need to click on the little notifications bell. Hold on, let's see here. It is a little hot. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, I'll fix it. See, this is the setting Dave told me to put it on, but is this better? Or is it still too loud? It's still a little loud. This is a really loud mic. Just FYI. Is it too loud? Yeah, you got to put the notification bell to all. You got to turn it to all. Okay, I'm just going to leave that right there because. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, don't talk about food. I'm a little bit hungry. Oh, yeah, check your subscription too because YouTube is unsubbing everybody. It's been unsubbing me from like a lot of my friends' channels that I've been following forever. Like people's channels that I'm always on. Oh, you want me to? Okay. Okay, double karma. I'll try that. We've only got 167 people in here though. I feel like we usually don't go sub only or slow mode until like until we've got like 500 people in here. Yeah, even if you are a member, it will still unsub you for sure. It's weird. I am at 1.9 subscribers. Shut up. Really? That's crazy. Because when did I hit 1,000? Like, I think I hit 1,000. I think I was at like 600 last week. Maybe. I don't know. I don't keep up with it, but that's cool. Okay, let's see here. Hey, everyone. Hey, Annette. Also, hey, Melanie. Hey, Becca. Hey, Flash Fan. Hey, Double Karma. Oh, apparently. Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia, that you're not feeling well. Annette. Rhonda. What up? Ruth. Renee. John. Roy. Shinny Graham. Hey. I'm great. How are you? I think somebody's asking, can I tell y'all what happened to Tug's channel? I've been seeing something about it like in the chat, just like, did he get, I don't remember the word, yeeted or something, but I actually don't know. I haven't even checked on Tug's channel. I will say the other day he was live, and then when I went back, like I went to go in the middle of his live, I think it was Sunday, I think, because I think he was live and I went to go watch the Hales or What the Hales. And then I went back to go and watch, like to finish up the live stream from Tug. And I believe it said that it had been set to private. So I don't know why. Is his channel not there anymore or something, y'all? Who has 17K? Yeah. I was on the Hales live on Sunday, and they had so many people in chat, and I don't even think they slow theirs down, but I can't see anything in that chat. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Terry. Hi, Mad Englishman. Linda. Well, Linda McDaniel and Linda Crisp and Chuck and Leslie and Audio Coffee. Teresa, Terry, Jocelyn, Rhonda. I think we said hi to you. Uh-oh. I don't even know how you say that. Chonier? Chonier, maybe. Y'all, I'm not good at sounding out names. Jocelyn, I think I said hi to you already. Anywho, y'all want to know what we're doing today? Okay, so first things first, the GoFundMe link is at the very top. It is pinned, and do y'all hear so much feedback? Do y'all hear like that? Because I do, and it's making me crazy. It's really making me crazy. Y'all don't hear it? Okay. It's just me then. That's good to know. So yeah, go and donate if you have not already. Let me share this screen, perhaps. Share screen. Let me share it so we can see where they are. They're at $18,297. Okay, they are at 18. Okay, so when we first started the stream, that's where they were, and now they're at 18,552. Nice, y'all. So y'all are probably like, oh, is that what it's called? Is it called reverb, Chuck? I don't know. I don't know any of the names for this stuff. But it is my headphone. It is my headphone. It's because I have like a wonky setup over here. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, so like I was saying, I am going to I feel really bad about asking people to donate to things when I haven't actually donated. So if y'all were wondering when I'm going to donate, I am waiting on my check and then I plan to donate. Something really weird's been going on with my check though, because I was supposed to get it last week and I didn't. Actually, I was supposed to get it the week before last and I didn't. Then I was supposed to get it last week and I didn't. Then I was supposed to get it this week and I didn't. So that's why I haven't donated, but I plan to. I do plan to. And what we are going to be doing today. Okay, Flash fan, that's totally fine if you lurk. It's fine if everybody lurks. I don't know if Tug got a strike, but somebody just said they checked Tug's channel and he said he's going live at 7, so he must be cool. I don't know. Other people were asking about that. I saw that yesterday too. What's sus? What's sus? It's sus that oh, the check? Dude, the check is so sus. Just going by what Megan said last night. Oh, I don't know. I gotta stop. You're right. I did. Joycelyn? Sorry. I mispronounce everybody's name. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Roy. Hey, Mary. Canuck Duck? Canuck Duck? Ah. Canuck Duck. Okay, anyway. Let me open my email so you guys. Y'all want to hear something? I think I did. It might be loud. Did y'all hear that? Tell me you heard that. That was hilarious. Yeah, like y'all heard it, right? Because it's real cute. I'd be sad if you can't hear it. Tell me if you can hear it. Y'all must not be able to. It's terrible news. Okay, so you can hear it? Let's see here. Like, if I'm feeling like y'all really aren't giving me enough encouragement. Oh,
Does not compute. Does not compute.
that's for Mary. This is for Valhalla. Um,
Ring a ding ding.
I just thought that one was funny. I don't know why I thought it was so funny. But I did, but I did. Uh-oh, now I've lost my sounds. I've lost my soundboard, guys. Okay, let's see. Do we have another funny one? I do have more funny ones, but I'm gonna have to do it later. What? Yeah, I think I'm really funny. Anyway, I've had this thing for like, well, ever, and I've never known how to use it. So I'm very proud of myself once again. Okay, let's see here. I also made the terrible mistake of uh-oh, of trying to download. Oh, hey, John. How do I accept your message? Accept. I can't read it right now. Wait, maybe I will. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there are chat rules today. Thanks for the reminder. Um, yeah, just don't be a jerk and don't do anything like don't attack people and don't attack people we're talking about. Well, when I say the people we're talking about, just don't get in fights with other people in chat, please. And yeah, don't be rude. And don't spam. And also, I cannot give legal advice. I think those are I think I've covered all my bases today. Okay. Anyway, you know that giant What the Hills playlist that I've been playing from? Yesterday I got the bright idea that I would download like the whole playlist to my YouTube. Terrible plan. I just opened YouTube a minute ago and it was like downloading 1 out of 1,000, however many there are. It was pretty crazy, you guys. Okay, so I thought we would start with finishing this corrupt mayor and bad neighbor exposed to the public. We'll see how that goes. If it's boring, obviously we don't have to play it. Hold on a second. Let me get it in a different window. Move to a new window. Here we go. And then I've sent myself an email of all the ones that I want to play today. Oh, look, it stayed right there on where we were. Amazing. See, downloading. Can y'all? Oh, you can't see because I haven't shared it with you. I guess maybe. Hold on, let me go to. Y'all can still see it, huh? Maybe. I'm gonna remove really fast because what I don't want to do is not share the sound with y'all, which I think is what happens when I do it that way. So here, share screen, entire screen. There we oh, it was gonna share the whole screen. Okay. You live and you learn. Okay, so we're gonna do this bad neighbor exposed and corrupt ex-mayor one. We're gonna finish playing that. I really wish we could just like stop the download though. And y'all tell me if it's too loud and I will turn it down. Okay. I'm afraid this is gonna happen because of the download. Do y'all know how to stop downloading? Because I've tried and I cannot figure it out. I am so sorry for your eardrums. I am so sorry. So sorry. Okay, we're going to try this, you guys. Now what can I do? I want you to stop doing that. Y'all don't have sound? I know why. Anyway, do y'all see this where it says, stop? And then I went to view to see if I can. Do y'all see the video now? Like I added it to the screen. There's no sound because y'all, how do I make this stop? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. You think it's going to do it? Jeez, Louise. Okay. So I told it to stop. And yeah, I want you to stop downloading. Just stop it right now. I said stop it. Okay. Anyway, we're going back. Go away. You just all go away, okay? I want you to go away. We keep going up. 18,602. Okay. Here we go, you guys. The wheel of death, the wheel of death. I do need a tech expert, like so desperately. Oh, good Lord.
No, it's out of date. We're taking nothing.
Can we make a new ordinance?
Well, you just said yeah. It ain't signed. Brad, is that ordinance in the ordinance? It was an ordinance at top of the hill, Monroe. Oh, no, is that ordinance in the current ordinance? Yeah, it's an ordinance. Yeah. In the book ordinance, it is. Right here. Well, people forget is, you know, it costs us to take these ordinances in and out. So it ain't the point. You know, during the summertime, we're so dang dry. And all these, houses rode up and all, sorry, where did it come from? It ain't my yard. You know? It was bad.
So who enforces these ordinances?
Well, that one, it hasn't come up.
Okay.
Actually, it come up.
So who's gonna enforce it now?
And it has 2 years. It come up twice in the past 2 years. What?
You make all the ordinances you want, if you ain't got nobody to enforce it, you just waste it in your breath.
No, I'm just asking people, could they please clean up Order Creek a little bit?
To be fair, I don't even remember what's happening in this video. We started it yesterday, and I believe that this is where the neighbor, so this was like her first entrance to us so far, but it was really, well, I mean, on this stream. But it was where she, like the protective order situation in Ohio had started, I think. At the beginning of this video is where we saw the Ohio mayor, and he was talking about the emails that she had been sending and stuff. And then, and I don't know what we're doing right now. I forgot. But this is the same video. If anybody knows what's going on right here, I mean, it appears to be, it looks like another one of those town hall meetings. Yes. Oh, it's a flashback. Is this back to 2013? Click the download in the middle, the down arrow. Did I not stop it already, Jeffrey? Are you caught up to us, Jeffrey? Put a yes in the chat if you can hear me live right now. Hey, Zach. I know. EDB chat. I'm feeling like that's how it's about to be, guys. That's how it's about to be. Okay, so the town doesn't have. You know, it'd be so much easier if somebody else just did all this stuff and I just got to chat. This is so this is the 2013 thing again. Okay, do we really want to see this? We already got to see like how Lynette got introduced there. Hey, Aaron Olivia. So what we will do then is go to my lovely list of things. Sings.
I know you all want to know who keeps calling the sheriff in Otter Creek. And so I do have the records request, and I'm about to share it with you. Every room in the schoolhouse is being used for something. You can see right here, we got tons of lumber. And we got Brian. He's hauling it.
Hey, Brian.
He cleaned it all up. He's hauling it, saving us hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in new lumber for projects. We got empty boxes, but we also have a ceiling, and it's got to come out. And who knows what kind of treasure we're going to find up in the ceiling today. This building has one of the best looking floors actually in it. Well, this room in the building, but it also has a pretty cool chalkboard here. We see all kinds of different people.
Oh, look who signed it.
Yeah, I see that. And
of course.
see Superfan Leanne. And I guess I did too. Look at that.
Patience did it for you.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's why you hire people.
You like to delegate.
I like to delegate. I'm a very good delegator. I'm a horrible micromanager. So what we got to do is move all of this stuff out again. So as we work on each room, different things come into the rooms. This is a room where Brian has worked on all the 2x.
Oh yeah. Just correction. I did not mean to like say that it was about to be like EDB's chat in how many people are in it. I meant EDB's chat in how many rules there are.
Is actually cleaning them all up. Now we're placing them in another room that George wanted to be my office. And these boxes are all going to be part of the dollar sale, right? Here, come on through. Mm-hmm. I'll let you come on through. Look at that. You see that? Who's the Kool-Aid man?
Captain Fumble Nuts.
That was not a Fumble Nut moment. That was Kool-Aid man moment. So all of these items in the hall are all items for the dollar sale that actually haven't been sorted yet. So this stuff, we're going to have to somehow get out of the way of the mess because Brian and I are going to make a huge mess today. And we don't want it to be messy during the dollar sale and you pick up something and you're like, oh, this has free ceiling tile in it. Nah, we don't want any ceiling tile in that. We got a big job ahead of us. Now that we got all the wood and the HVAC and everything else out of the room, Brian, now it's really time to work. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. Let's go. This job ain't going to get done by itself. Have a seat. 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 You have a seat. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is the job. This is the biggest job of the day right here. Are you ready? I call this human bowling, and I'm going for a strike. 3, 2, 1! Spinneroo!
Wow.
Oh, all but
Really loud in my ears.
This reminds me, you can have your own human bowling game for $1 as well. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14, and you can play human bowling.
Look at this. Look what I can do. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh. Hold on one sec. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this video is when he had sent the information request to find out who keeps calling the cops on him. Okay, here we go. And look, I have a timestamp. If only I had read that I had a timestamp. 15:02 is where I wanted to take y'all. See, I need a producer. How great would that be? How great would that be? If like that would be so
I know you all want to know who keeps calling the sheriff in Otter Creek. And so I do have the records request, and I'm about to share it with you. Now, remember when the sheriff come in, the deputies, they say it's a fourth party. Fourth party means it was its dispatch system. And you're going to see in this, well, here, take a look. If you look right under received, it says 911 phone call. That's the fourth party dispatch. And caller name completely and totally blacked out, so I can't tell. But honestly, not that difficult to figure it out. Remember when Mary actually closed herself in the office with seems like forever instead of actually just taking care of my bill and taking my money? I'm about to read you the incident notes. Now, I know you can't really see it there, and I can screenshot it and show it to you, but I'm going to read it to you anyway, just from right here. So it goes through the incident notes. It says, no one's present at the fruit stand, the post office, or Herschel's. That's typically where the Levy County Sheriff hang out in Otter Creek. And it says, no new remark, patrolling area. No one was 1012. New remark, changed to a S54. All right. Then it goes into no disturbance occurred. Someone was disputing his water bill. Then it goes into another comment. 2nd Avenue, Otter Creek, that's Town Hall. And then it goes into Officer McNeil, who says this. No disturbance. Mr. Hale was 1012. The city hall with his spouse. All right, we got to correct a few things here, okay? By the way, Levy County Sheriff, I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. And I understand you don't want to be on camera. I don't get it since you went into that position, but whatever. All right, so that being said, it's Hales, okay? And no disrespect, it's Hales. And I know you see a dollar sign and you're thinking, oh, it must be Hales with a dollar sign. No, the dollar sign is a joke. And our channel is about teaching people to make money and being self-employed. It's not about Otter Creek. We never in a million years wanted to film about Otter Creek, but these people won't stop. So I'll get to that as well. It says, so no disturbance. Mr. Hale was
1012 is standby, according to some website.
was 1020 in with the city hall with his spouse. You want to say anything about that spouse?
Correction.
On
I
location
am not
at
your
City Hall.
spouse.
We're not married. All right. And Mr. Hale, again, it's Hales, but again, who cares? But advised
He
the
does.
city clerk. Mr. Hales advised that the city clerk would not allow him to pay his water bill, which is exactly what Mary said. I'm not accepting your payment. Mr. Hale immediately, here's where I have some issues, okay? Mr. Hale immediately started filming law enforcement on scene for his YouTube channel. Let's back up a little bit. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So Levy County Sheriff.
First of all, I'll back up for you for a sec. We were there, we saw that video, and he was obviously videoing before, so he didn't immediately start videoing for his YouTube channel. And I think he said in that video that he was not videoing for his YouTube channel. Yes, he ended up putting it out on his YouTube channel, but I think that he videoed that for accountability. And yeah, and obviously he was already videoing. And maybe it was just for his YouTube channel. I don't know. Even more reason that he was already videoing.
I know you're watching, and I appreciate you watching. So when you make a statement and you say Mr. Hale immediately started to film, let me get this completely and totally correct, okay? Because I don't want to mess this up. Mr. Hale immediately started to film law enforcement on scene for his YouTube channel. Let's back up. Number one, I was not filming for my YouTube channel. I don't want to film any of this. I want to be left alone. I want to live in the woods, and I don't want anybody to bother me. That's what I want. Okay.
I didn't have to even say
Number
it.
two, you have a body cam. You're filming all the time. As a matter of fact, I've also requested your body cam footage with Richard. Okay. And so I'm going to be sharing that as well. But I have to keep everybody accountable because these people keep lying, stealing from me. So the reason why I have my footage for YouTube is accountability. The reason why you have a body cam is for accountability, for your protection, for my protection. The only reason I'm filming is
Now, Flash fan, what do you think? I can't even figure out YouTube and StreamYard. Do you think I can do Twitch? Yeah, right. I don't stream to anything except YouTube. I don't even think I know what Twitch is. Actually, I do. I saw it on MG's chat one night. I think it was MG's.
for protection. I don't want to be filming the Levy County Sheriff. I don't want to be filming Mary. As a matter of fact, I think Mary should be fired. I don't think I should ever have to film Mary again. She
I don't
shouldn't even be in a position because she can't do it. I don't think I should have to film Russ the Sus. Russ should not have been voted back in.
Hi,
The
Aaron.
man
Yeah, thank you.
bankrupt the town with water. The man doesn't provide clean water. And then for some odd reason, the people vote him back in. I don't get it. This man is stealing from you with pressure loss in the town. All right, so let me back up a little bit. I was not there to film you. I never anticipated you even being there. I didn't call you. You know Mary did. I know Mary did. Okay? And so it's not for the YouTube channel. It's for my protection. The same when you video is for your protection. And I'm going to video you all the time if there's an interaction, because that's also for my protection. You are a public servant and everybody has the right to video you. And it doesn't mean it's for a YouTube channel. I had no intention to ever move to Otter Creek to video any of the county sheriff.
Oh, yeah, it's very legal. It is very legal to do so, to video the police. You're not supposed to, like, interfere with their investigation or interfere with an arrest, like, getting in the way, but you can definitely film it, and you're also allowed to film in public places, and you're definitely allowed to film in, like oh, man, what is that word? Public servants, doing their job. You're allowed to do that. They'll tell you no, but you can. Hey, paralegal Liz. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, you're gonna have to find out from your cousin how to work Twitch because I don't know how, Flash fan. Excuse me? What was that? Did only I hear that? Am I going crazy? Did y'all hear it too?
Sheriff or any of the county government officials or town officials or anybody else. I want to do storage units, but I can't. All right, so now that I got that off my chest and you've got your body cam on your chest, and I'm going to get that video in about a week here, which they're going to redact as well. They're actually
What was
it's
that?
going to be interesting to see what they actually share with me.
Yeah.
So Mr. Hale immediately started filming law enforcement on scene for his YouTube channel. Let me emphasize this again. I don't want you in my videos. Go do something with people who really need help. I don't need you in my videos. Mary should have never called you. Russell should have never called you. You should not be called for these things. These people should step down and allow people who can actually do the positions in the town, handle those things in the town, who won't continue to misuse county funds and call you. I don't want you in my YouTube videos. I really don't. So please don't say things such as that, because that doesn't make any sense and it seems silly, but I appreciate you. I video the same reason you video, protection. All right, it was quickly determined by both parties that there was no physical confrontation and no verbal disturbance
Wow.
either. 10-8A.
Yes.
Boom. Officer Morris. So that's the information there in the redacted. There is other information that's redacted. It's blacked out. And they did let me know that they will be sending me the redacted. Well, I'll read it to you just so you guys, what it says in regards to the video, which is, it's very odd. The message I got from the Levy County Sheriff for the video, which, by the way, you guys, records is public records. Anywhere you live, this is public records. Okay, so you can get any body cam footage, any calls, anything. So so this is the message that I got, and just so we see, Mr. Hales, it does say Hales, not Hale. So Mr. Hales and Lieutenant Scott Trummel custodian of records for the Levy County Sheriff Office. I'm responsible for review, redaction, and release of all videos requested to the agency. The video requested has been located. The LSSO recently changed our video platform. Maybe they should go to YouTube. Anyways, bad joke. The training platform. I have not received current training for the redaction software. The training is scheduled for the next week. Until then, the video cannot be released. What he's saying is he can't redact the information, such as the caller name was redacted on the PDF form. Okay. Once the video is properly redacted, a quote will be sent via this link. Once paid, we can discuss delivery options. In the interim, the CAD call service has been provided at no charge. And that's the document that I got. The document is uploaded and available for download in the document section of this portal.
Hey,
If you wish
Val.
to cancel your request of the video, please reply. And I will not request I will not change or cancel my request for the video. Once I get the video, I'm going to share that with you as well. And again, because all of this is for my protection, this is all being used in a civil suit against Russell, Mary, Laura Mott, and the town of Otter Creek. This will all be submitted as evidence. I'm going to show you a video now from 3 years ago when Mary initially lied to me about the cost of my water bill.
3 years ago.
Just pulling
Dang.
numbers out of nowhere. And afterwards, I'm in her office with her and she's telling me I don't want to be online. And I tell her, hey, you know what? You made things right. There's no need for me to put it online. Except I did tell her I'd be holding on to it, that I was only filming for my protection. 3 years later, I released everything because Mary not only did me wrong, she did me even worse. And thankfully, my employee at the time recorded the entire interaction. I know you're not going to be able to see our faces, but listen to everything Mary is saying.
If you see me outside of town hall and I'm not on, I do not want to be filmed.
Not a
and
problem.
I do not want to be posted.
Not a problem at all. That's not a problem at all.
I try to maintain a low profile. And it's not
And Mary,
easy.
Mary, I'm going to tell you the easiest way. So you were just blunt with me. I'm going to be blunt with you. You're a public official. You're in a public building. You understand you legally can be recorded by anybody at any time. The way to not be recorded by a person who records every aspect of their life is don't interact with me. And so if you stay away from me, there's never, ever an issue. And that I'm not telling you that
never provoked anybody.
I am never, and I'm not a person who provokes either. Regardless of what you may think as you see things, I'm not a person who provokes. But if I get pushed and it's wrong, I'm going to correct it. Now, I've got a major investment into this town. And I'm not going to stand idly by.
Careful if you're wearing
that be destroyed.
phone.
So I'm straight up. I love God. I love family. I've preached all over the world. I have no problem. With people. I love people. But if something's wrong, and it comes into my sphere of influence, I've got to take care of it. But the best way to stay way out of that is don't cause any waves. Don't interact with me. Just if we're in church, I've recorded church services before. I've posted them on the channel, but I don't think interaction in church. I try and keep my worship away from my work. And if you don't mind, just marking paid on there. So outside of the town. And you also understand that I have to protect myself, in these types of situations and with the investment that I made in my property, that the camera always has to be running because I have to protect my investments.
I have no problem with that.
So outside of town meetings and all of that, my best encouragement is just go. If you see Jeremy Hales and you don't want to be on camera, don't go in the mirror for me. That's not to say I'm a jerk. That's not to say that I'm not a jerk. It's just to say that's the easiest solution. Now you made this right, and I had her record for my protection. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going to.
That was a cute cat.
This. You made it right. And I did all the background work that I needed to do beforehand, but you made it right. So nobody's ever going to see this. I'll hold on to the video to protect myself, but you made it right. So don't worry about it being online. You don't want to be online. I don't want to be stolen from. And the sheriff don't want to be continued to be called for ridiculous, frivolous things. I wonder how we could work this out. One more reminder for all the fans. If you're a true fan of What the Hales, don't contact Mary on our behalf. Don't contact Russell on our behalf. Don't contact Levy County Sheriff on our behalf. We've got it covered. We know what we're doing. We have legal representation. We've got phenomenal legal representation. Let us do things the right way, the legal way. One more friendly reminder. If your town's charging you late fees and they get your bills to you after it's actually due, don't pay them. You're really going to make me do this for losing at human bowling?
Absolutely.
This is almost greener than my skin. Yeah. All right. Well,
Extra protein?
a deal.
Should I say?
Who knows what's in it? You know what boggles my mind is the people of Otter Creek keep voting in the same person who's not cleaned up anything, who's
That's
actually
the
stealing
water?
from them as water is surging and purging back and forth.
We bathe in
And-
this stuff.
And he's bankrupt them. Here we go. Oh, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't do it, dude. I cannot do it.
It
That is
touched the
horrible.
tongue.
That is horrible.
Ugh. That's disgusting. Okay, guess what time it is? It's time to check our $18,637. I don't even know where we started. I'm gonna need to start uh-oh. Just cause I don't know. I don't know what you wrote. I just see that it got deleted. I don't know if that was maybe an accident or what the heck the sitch was. But I know Just Cause. Just Cause is good people. It was $18,141 at the start of the stream. Ah. Do we have trolls in here or something? Y'all making me crazy. Okay, 18,284 before we came on. Okay. I'm going to have to come up with some kind of what do you call it? Prizes or something. I need to write that down so I can remember. 18,284. Nope. Pink's not going to work on my pink pad now, is it? Okay, 18,297. Okay. It was around there. All right. And now we are at 18,637. I don't math, but whatever. That was the money. Hey, Jung. Oh, okay, Crass. I mean, okay. I'm okay with Crass, to be honest. As long as it wasn't attacking people. Yeah, I missed it too, Flash. I don't know what. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I can see it. Hold on. I'll check. I forgot I can check. Maybe I can't. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that 0. Sorry, Just Cause. It's okay. Okay, yeah. Everybody, go and hit the like if you haven't hit the like yet. And we are about to start another video. Who's ready for it? Who is ready for it? Okay. Actually, let me go back over here to my mail. Okay. Okay. Talks about the money buried there and okay, I saw the money one. I don't really want to watch that one. Let's see here. We'll do this one though. $23.47. This is a live, but it had good stuff in it. And the reason that I thought this one was good, so clearly my downloads didn't stop. The reason that I thought this one was good is because he mentions the neighbors and how he plans not to talk about them, but the fact that they were causing some drama. What, here we go with our little thingy thing again. What the hell, man?
Allowed to be creeping around, but
Lori,
that's my
thank you
opinion.
for the 10. Lori said she's silently suffering
Yeah.
from 2-inch
Or if
pipe
someone
envy.
sends you a bag of
I understand, Lori. I was there once too until I upgraded to a 2-inch
Kim,
pipe.
thank you for the $2.
So if
David, thank you for the 20.
if I was a man in this town of Otter Creek, which
Basically.
my boy or man, I'm a Yankee. If I was a Yankee in this
You're
town,
a Yankee man.
if I was a Yankee man in this town of Otter Creek and he kept creeping around my woman, I would not be okay.
Or your children's
Not-
school.
Or my children's school, or my
Hey, Baker.
neighbor's kids, or my family's kids, or anybody else's kids, or anybody else's.
Thank you, Kim, for
I mean,
the
it can go
$2.
on and on. I am not okay with it. I am not okay with it at all. Not okay with it at all. And in my opinion, that's like number one thing that needs to stop.
Mm.
Well, corruption needs to stop. Creeping needs to stop.
Jenny
Stealing
just
needs to
gifted
stop.
5. What the hell?
Lying
memberships.
needs to
Thank
stop.
you, Jenny.
I mean, it all needs to stop. One way or another, it all needs to stop. So what an amazing week in Otter Creek. Cops being called. So remember, the cops were on standby by Town Hall. So
Thank you, Terry.
let's back up a little bit, because I think we're getting into a position where we're understanding where the Levy County Sheriff sits now.
Yeah.
So Mary calls 911. Again, this is my biased opinion because it's blocked out. So this is my biased opinion. I'm sharing with you opinion, not fact at this point. So Mary Mathescary calls 911. 2 deputies show up at Town Hall and they're like, we're out. Literally, we're out. This was the sign. We're out. And so they're out. They're not going to screw around. Then I get the
Thank
report.
you, Chris, for the 5.
The 911 report, which we will get that other report of what we're going to share with them with Mary calling the sheriff again. It's going to blow your mind what she has done now. But that's tomorrow's video. And so then we get the report, which says, I forget the exact terminology. I guess I could pull it up, but Mr. Hale immediately started filming for his YouTube channel. We had no intention of ever filming the sheriff, ever. We were filming for accountability, Mary, which I flash back 3 years. And I tell her, the only reason why I'm filming is for accountability. I'm filming to protect myself. And Mary and I had a conversation. Don't ever do anything foolish. Don't ever steal from me again. And I'll never have a reason to release this stuff. But what has she done? Continued to do ridiculous things. And now I'm releasing it all. You're seeing when she actually went, oh, $50 when the rest of the town team and for the evacuation team. And
she was brooding. Her bird brain made her think she was brooding on fertilized eggs and
all this stress. Actually, our neighbors are some of the sweetest, Mary's.
She was brooding. Her bird
community. We want to be a part of.
So with the fencing going up, we didn't want to take that away from the.
None of them have check valves. This is like unheard of. This is unheard of.
He's talking about
as well, but
the 2-inch pipe.
Oh, the pipe. I don't think even our viewership.
People were worried about coming down to Florida and Hale's headquarters, and we were never worried about it.
Yeah,
Again,
the biggest thing that's happened. How's that go?
we've got. You got mail.
Should I call the Levy County Sheriff to open this mail for us? I got a package from Amazon.
yeah.
Should I call the Levy County Sheriff to open that?
Yeah.
I mean, this one is labeled "What the hell."
By the way, that
Were we
comment will make
expecting
that will
something?
make more sense to you tomorrow. You cannot miss tomorrow's video.
Let's open this one first.
Okay, we can
This
do
one
that.
was hand delivered.
We're gonna
Alright.
do that one
I'll
next.
read the
by the
note.
way.
Oh, usually I read and you show.
It says, "My name is Patsy Albritton.
I know. I
Albritton.
know it's old.
I
You're
came
doing
from
old ones on
Lake
purpose.
City to bring these to you, George
Drove.
and Jeremy."
Okay, I feel like we're losing interest over here. Okay, so y'all want to see? There we go. Y'all. Is it still downloading? What is the issue? It's like, I'm not gonna do it. Some
You're not gonna believe this. Mary, math is scary. Called the local cops again, and
find
you're
out.
not gonna believe what it was for this time.
That's why, right there. Stupid Austin.
George, you're not gonna believe this. You're just absolutely not gonna believe this. Mary called the local sheriff deputies again
For what this time?
over mail.
Stupid
She
Austin.
called them to open her mail.
Yeah,
Now,
well,
let's back up just a little bit, okay?
That's right.
Mark Twain said, "Don't pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel." And what he meant was this: don't pick a fight with somebody who has a pen and a readership that actually reads it, okay? Now, in today's terms, that would be don't pick a fight with somebody who has viewers and a social
video.
following that will actually act on it. But our following does incredible things, right? I mean, come on, let's think about this just for a little bit. Our following has sent over $150,000.
You know what that deserves? Okay, sorry.
Worth of school supplies to orphans in Egypt.
Yes, it was incredible.
Our following has sent kids to Christian camp. 2 speedboats for Christian camp up in Ohio on Lake Erie. Our following has done amazing things in restoring the love for people who've lost their lives and then regained it through storage units, right? Come on, what are some other things?
And now with the Ark.
The Ark. Our following now is helping with the Ark, which, by the way, I have my first board meeting as you're watching this today with the Ark. They've invited me to be a part of their board. They actually asked me to be the president. I said, give me a term, and then we'll see how that whole president position works in. But as you're watching this, I already had my first board meeting with the Ark today. And so we have a dollar sale on the benefiting of the Ark this Saturday, where people are going to flood Otter Creek. And not only that, the town hall has been flooding the Levy County Sheriff's Station with phone calls, which I think are frivolous and I think are a waste of county funds. And a local reporter actually reported on this. This is no joke whatsoever. No joke whatsoever. I mean, it is kind of funny because there is no real readership for this individual. This is not a person who buys barrels by the ink by the barrels. This is a person who is, well, let me just
So do I, Ben. So do I. Or any boat, actually, to be honest with you.
share some of this with you and give you my thoughts on it. Okay. So number one, this is, well, here we go. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to let you know what it says. It says a package arrived at the Otter Creek Town Hall Monday, addressed with a riddle, apparently aimed at Town Clerk Mary DeGroot. I'm going to share it last name because that's exactly what's in the article. I'm going to share the article as it is. But the mysterious package, as it turned out, contained a calculator. By the way, there is a picture of the package. You see that right there? There's a picture. I I get these all the time. All the time. I
The
mean,
bubble mailers.
yeah, this is an Amazon bubble mailer. And last I checked, Amazon doesn't ship anything dangerous. And I've never ever once called the cops or the sheriff because I got a package. Ever. Have you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Never would I think to call
Just
the police.
making sure, just making sure. Okay. So this is exactly what's in the picture, except this one is shipped to, you see that there? That's shipped to What the Hales right there, and not to Mary DeGroot. Okay. So I assume it looked just like that from the picture in the article. So let's digest this article a little bit. Okay. Quotes, in quotes. It was a calculator. I'm sure there was a hidden message in there. I haven't been following Otter Creek politics, said Lieutenant Scott Trummel, Public Information Officer for Levy County Sheriff Office. So Levy County Sheriff is saying, hey, there was a calculator. There was a hidden message in there. I haven't been following Otter Creek politics. Nobody follows Otter Creek politics. It's Otter Creek. There's less than 100 people here. Otter Creek hasn't even been on the map.
Well, I think I just want to see I just enjoy watching the videos for, first off, I don't want to just take DUI guys video, but also, I enjoy watching the videos so that I can get caught up, as he was doing them.
Until we actually started sharing some of the corruption and the gross misuse of calling the sheriff.
But I will go watch it. I will go watch it after, Cynthia. I hope that's how you say your name.
And so now people all over the world are following Otter Creek politics. So let's keep going on here in this actual article. The package was addressed to Mary Mathis-Scary using the Town Hall Street address. It was delivered by Amazon Prime in the afternoon hours.
Teresa. One more. Uh-oh. Oh my God, that's so great.
The sender was anonymous. Now, I want to pause right here, okay? It says the sender was anonymous. Now, me being me, and me thinking I know the way that Russ the Sus actually works, or some of the individuals in Otter Creek, the way that they think, I would think that they would try and pin this on What the Hales family and following.
Mm-hmm.
The same What the Hales followers that have helped children from around the world. The same What the Hales followers that have helped children all over our United States, and who are now helping those individuals with special needs at the Ark. The town hall, Mary Mathis-Scary and Russ the Sus are the ones that are calling this quote unquote reporter, and he's putting in print anything they want. Seems a little suspicious to me, sus, like Russ the Sus. So they're going to say, you know what, this was anonymous and this was part of What the Hales. This was part of their family and their following, which is a incredible following. Who's to say that it wasn't Russ the Sus? Who's to say it wasn't the mayor who actually sent it anonymous to make it look bad on behalf of somebody else? Who's to say that it wasn't somebody else in Otter Creek that sent it to make things look bad for the family and the following of What the Hales? Now, we've been very, very clear, and I'm going to be clear again. We've asked, do not call, do not send packages, do not interact or associate with the people of Otter Creek in any negative way whatsoever. We're handling this all the right way, the legal way. But if I were to think like the other side going, who's to say Russell, the mayor of Otter Creek, didn't send this package to Mary, who then wanted to call a reporter that has a very, 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 very low following and very, very, very low reading. Probably the highest readership right now is actually our following looking for Otter Creek. But who's to say it wasn't the mayor, wasn't Russell, Russell Meeks, okay? If it's anonymous, it could have been anybody. You would think with the financial state of the town, they would be happy with any donation, no matter who it came from or where it came from. Mayor Russell Meeks says he was followed around town on election day, April 4th, by a man who publishes videos on his personal YouTube page, Jeremy Hales. Why don't you just say my YouTube page? Are you afraid to say the YouTube page? It's What the Hales. Just say it, share it. If you're gonna actually report this, share it. It's What the Hales. And he said it was the only day he was followed by hails. Let me back up. What we were doing was exposing what the mayor does on a daily basis.
We got the idea.
This man creeps around town, creeps around the school with children, creeps around the females. This man constantly circles around these people, in my opinion, like a predator. And yet, this is the response that you want to put in there. How about you ask this individual, Mayor Russell Meeks, why is he in his multiple trucks? And why is he creeping around the town, spying on people? Why is he constantly going past the school? Why is he constantly going past females or anybody else in town? We got the idea by what he does. All we did is what he does. And what we did was follow him in one circle, and then we followed him in another circle around town. This is what this man does every day. Every single day.
Multiple times a day.
Multiple times a day. The residents have film of him doing it all the time. There's something off up here on this man. All we did is do what he did. And by the way, you have a legal right to know what your representatives are doing on a daily basis. So we did nothing illegal. We have every legal right to know what our representatives of the town are doing. And so we did absolutely nothing illegal whatsoever. We wanted to know what he was doing. And he continues to creep around the town.
And we proved it by following him, right?
Proved it. You better believe we proved it. And why doesn't the writer actually address that video and show that video? Why not? Well, if you're going to tell the story, show the whole story. Well, direct the people to the.
Should we check our? Well, it's not ours. Should we check the GoFundMe? Ooh, mud bugs. We're talking about crawfish, guys. You know, just another Cajun Joe. I am also Cajun. It's gone up. No, we don't want laughing. No. Huh. Man, it's going to be great when I can do that seamlessly, isn't it? Oh, that sucks. T. Underwood, like Russ the Sus would turn off the water and then want favors to turn it back on. That's real crap. Corn, taters, sausage, garlic, onions. Yeah, like I'm a little embarrassed to tell you this, just another Cajun Joe, but I actually don't eat any seafood or meat. So I've never tasted crawfish, but I have definitely eaten the potatoes and the garlic and the onions and the corn. And they are delicious. Very delicious. Very, very delicious. Okay, let's go back.
The video.
Sure. And another thing that I thought was weird is he didn't question you about it.
Well, we'll get to that. So he's got a quote by Mayor Russell Meeks. Town Hall Clerk DeGroot expected Monday's package to be a prank, even though she personally didn't want to.
Wait a second. What the hells? It's not what I was going to say. Excuse me. That better not be true. That better not be true. That is so creepy and disgusting and like also very illegal.
Open it. A sheriff's deputy was called to the scene to investigate the package. Can you be any more frivolous? You're calling the sheriff now to open your mail. Like, this is just mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. Last I checked, Amazon will not ship anything dangerous. And so now you're calling the sheriff to open your mail. Like, I can't even wrap my head around this. I cannot wrap my head around this or what the Levy County Sheriff Department is thinking right now about Otter Creek. Like, who in the world? Now, we weren't even going to share this with our following. we were already told this by somebody else. Mary is telling this to other people, and it's a small town. People talk to people, talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. And so we got this fourth down the line. Mary told an individual who then told an individual who then told an individual who then told us about this. And then there's an article about it. Listen, if you are so distraught and you have to call the sheriff to open your packages, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be telling everybody about it or calling and having a reporter report on it and be like, oh man, I mean, this just blows my mind. Okay. So a sheriff's deputy was called to the scene, which, by the way, I will be requesting, and this is public record. You can all request it as well. This is a public record. I will be requesting the report, and I will be requesting the body cam from this footage from the Levy County Sheriff so I can share with you later. Again, this is all part of evidence gathering for what's going to happen in a civil suit against the town, against Mary, against Russell, and others that support and moved forward to do illegal things and activities in the town. All right, so it says, turns out she was right. And then she says, I think it was some kind of joke because of a funding issue with the YouTuber's water bill. He likes to do rhymes and make up funny names, she said. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. This is not a funding issue. And if you're going to report this, why didn't you call me and actually ask me what the issue is? Mary and the town are stealing from me. They have stolen from me. They're stealing from everybody in the town. You call yourself a reporter? You call yourself a reporter? You didn't call me for a comment. Why don't you call me for a comment? Why don't you show your readership the actual videos of what she's done? This is like mind-boggling ridiculousness. And Mary's response of, I think this is some kind of joke because of a funding issue. Let's get to the bottom of this. There's no funding issue that I have. I can pay my bills. The town of Otter Creek, we have already proved.
She said, what? Oh, poor Mary. Poor Mary. Poor Mary.
Cannot pay their bills. Their mayorship and their elected officials have actually bankrupted the town. They have no money to pay their bills. They're broke. 2021, they were in the red by over $9,000 on the water. In the red. And that's when they started to come up with fees to charge.
I do appreciate this, NFO Bing. However, I don't want to just take DUI's coverage, you know? Like, he's a content creator and he made it. And I asked Jeremy if I can play these, but I have not asked the DUI guy if I can just play his coverage. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Charge me out of nowhere illegally. In the red. The funding issue is the town. Report that. The funding issue is they lost over $9,000 in 2021 selling water to their people. And then they started coming up with numbers just for Jeremy Hales. Report that. Why don't you call me for a comment? Report that. Let's keep going before I get too hot and heated here. Okay. All right. He likes to do rhymes and make up funny names. You know what? If I couldn't laugh at this whole situation, I'd go insane because these people are literally crazy. Crazy. I'm going to laugh that you called the sheriff. I mean, I don't know what kind of rhyme I'm going to come up with it. How many rhyme?
Amazon Prime rhymes with rhyme.
Can I rhyme? Yeah, Amazon Prime. There you go. Okay, there you go. Mary, math is scary. All right. So, however, it goes on. However, DeGroot is worried that with everything going on in the YouTubers' videos and the obscene and threatening phone calls to town hall, things could get out of hand. So,
I can ask. I can ask for tomorrow, okay? I can do that. I can send a message on Twitter or something. I don't even know how to contact him, but I will ask.
So, again, we have shared with this. I just said that there's potential that Russell could have been the one that sent the package, and I wouldn't put it past him. Just because they're getting phone calls doesn't mean that our following is doing the phone calling. If it's anonymous, it's an anonymous phone call. Who's to say it's not Russell actually calling in? Who's to say it's not Russell getting individuals to call in and actually harass? And then he wants to call a reporter and say, hey, this is what's going on. I need you to report this so I can get some support. Ridiculous. Our true fans have done such incredible things, and Otter Creek has no concept of the things that they could do for this town and rebuild this town and do it right. And this is where we're at right now, the ridiculousness of this. When a clerk is calling the sheriff to open her mail. All right. This is still in quotations. One of these lunatics that's listening to the garbage the YouTuber is spewing. Wait, hold a second. One of the lunatics, by the way, she just called you lunatics. If you're watching, she just called you the lunatic. And the garbage that I'm spewing. The garbage that I'm spewing is evidence in court. So if a judge is going to accept it as evidence, is it really garbage? This is evidence of the corruption, of the theft of what you're doing in Otter Creek. So you call it garbage, I call it truth. You call it spewing, I call it accountability. This is insanity. They've operated this long. You know what? People who pick a fight and then claim they want a peaceful ending to it. They start wars they can't win. Every man wants peace. When they start a war, they can't win. This is insanity. You know, Mark Twain also said, "Don't get in a fight with someone who has a lower IQ with you, or don't get in a fight with somebody who's on another level of stupidity, because they'll beat you at the own game, and then they'll bash you with it." You know, something along those lines. This is what I'm getting right now, is beaten at the own game in an argument. So one of these lunatics that's listening to the garbage the YouTube is spewing, which is truth, 100% truth. It's everyday truth. Somebody's going to get hurt. I don't want it to be somebody in Otter Creek, she says. Well, here's what I want. You to be in jail. My end goal is for you to be in jail, for Russell to be in jail, for anybody else who's been behind this to be in jail. That's the end goal. The end goal is for you to be bankrupt and jailed. And you may go, oh, wait, well, this is over some funding issue with water. No. This is the principle that you're stealing from people. This is the principle that you're lying to people. This is the principle that you can't even tell the truth in a report. This is all principle based. It's not money based. I have enough money to fight this to the very end. Do you? My end goal is for you to be behind bars. That's my end goal for all of you. And if you want to help, all of you lunatics that she just called you, get every single auditor you can, every single agency that you can, amendments, first rights auditors, amendments, fourth rights auditors, you get them here in Otter Creek. You guys do it the right way. Get those people here that should be here to correct this issue, correct agencies to get involved and correct the issues. And that doesn't mean calling the Levy County Sheriff Department with anything else. They don't need to be bothered with such things. All right. It also goes on to say the phone calls to town hall have been anonymous. Please help me understand how we have a town hall that doesn't have caller ID. Please help me. How does our town hall not have caller ID? And that goes to prove that it could be Russell and his goonies doing something there, again, just to spread hate in his little following and lack of readership here. In one call recorded of the town hall's voicemail by this, a man said, "Mayor Russell and the city, you're on notice. We're coming for you. Your days are numbered. Your days of corruption are over, and we're coming for y'all," he said. I can't respond to that. I didn't hear it. But the reality is that's the truth. I'm going after them the right way in a civil lawsuit, the legal way. And so I am doing everything I can, along with other members of Otter Creek, to make sure the corruption ends. And so when this individual, if he said this in the recording, "We're coming for you," I'm going to say it another way.
Wait, what? We're frozen? Are we frozen? Are we frozen? Okay. Sorry.
The citizens of the town of Otter Creek have had it with your corruption, your theft, your manipulation, your lack of transparency. And I'm coming for you legally. And here we go. Another call recorded by another call recorded by this. Can you even call this newspaper? You really can't call it anything. I mean, nobody reads it. It's not really news. But another recording called by this, the town hall voicemail was laced with explicits directed at the woman in town hall. The man said, "You stupid F CTS, what's wrong with the F water bill over there? I see you guys in F interview. You SOBs will send a couple of thousand protesters around you F house, you F piece of S." I'm not really good at reading, but that's a lot of F's. And again, this does not sound like one of our followers or one of our fans. This could be anybody. And if it is one of our followers and one of our fans, stop immediately. This is not appropriate. I've said this over and over and over again. The right way, the right way. Can you protest? Absolutely. In this comment, it says, we'll send a couple thousand of protesters. I know if I said right now, I want 5,000 protesters here in a week, 5,000 people would show up and protest. It would be the right way, not the wrong way. We don't need the F's. We don't need the C's. We don't need any of those things. We don't need pieces of S's. We don't need any of that. If we're going to protest, we're going to do it the right way. And again, we're going to do it within the court of law. That's the right way. All right, it goes on to say the calls have been reported to the sheriff's office. Again, we can get all those same calls as well, and we can get all of those reports, and we plan on doing all of that. The election on April 4th may be a part of the political chaos in Otter Creek, but just a part of it. The election on April 4th isn't part of political chaos in Otter Creek. Deception, corruption, lying, lack of transparency is the chaos of Otter Creek under the mayor, Russell Meeks, and with the town hall clerk, Mary DeGroot. There's been controversy over the fact that the residents of Shady Oaks Campground and RV Park in Otter Creek voted in the election and may have influenced the outcome. Anybody who votes influences the outcome of an election. Duh! That's really good reporting right there. All right, let me keep going, though. The allegation is not all of those who voted are full-time residents of the town. Supervisor of Elections, Tammy Jones, said 19 RV Park residents voted in the town election, including 2 owners of the RV park. A total of 71 people cast ballots in the election. All right, let's stop right there. Florida law says that if you live in an RV park, you can vote. The RV park has 25 spots. That's 25 spots plus the 2 owners, okay? Let's say there's a husband and a wife in all those 25 spots. That's up to 50 individuals that could have voted in the election. Not only that, 52 if you count the owner and his wife, both owners. 52 individuals could have voted in this election. You know how many you did from the RV park? 17. 19 if you call the owners part of the RV park. 17 individuals from the RV park, where up to 50 potentially could have. Now you go, oh man, 71 individuals voted. That was a record for Otter Creek. Why was it a record for Otter Creek? Because this is the first time in the history of this mayor actually leading that there's been transparency. There's actually been videos. People actually are taking a stand against it now. People are sick and tired of the corruption. There's literally,
which is probably why they didn't like him, because he was exposing corruption.
A viewership, whereas people before knew nothing. The mayor told them nothing. The reality was you got no finances. You knew nothing about the finances. You knew nothing except, oh, the water's real good here in Otter Creek. You requested a 2-inch meter. Your plumber called me personally. Well, your Otter Creek plumber, your Otter Creek man, Lonnie, is putting in a check valve. You have not put a check valve in any of the residents of Otter Creek's lines. You're stealing from every single one of them. And you're trying to cover it up and you're trying to hide it. So when we get to an RV park that has 17 votes, 18, 19 if you count the owners, and you go, whoa, there were 71 people. Guys, there's not that many people in Otter Creek, and they legally can vote. They got involved in voting because of the transparency that's finally being placed in front of them. They've had it.
Okay, a question from Dave. Legally Live. Does he have to be careful about saying we need to do this or that and saying it doesn't sound like our viewership, telling people to do things a certain way? Does this imply control? So oops, I didn't need to take that down. I think saying it doesn't sound like our viewership is just saying that he doesn't think that it sounds like the people in his chat or the people that are viewing his channel. I think that's kind of like him defending his viewership. But no, I don't think that it implies control. I haven't heard him like say, you need to go out and do this against Turtle Lady, you know? I didn't hear him say that. So I don't think that it implies control. But I think the way the statute is worded, if he were to say certain things, then that cyber stalking statute could be a problem, right? But I have not heard him say any of those things yet at all. I'm not implying that he's going to say them.
And so have I, which is why where we are today. I'm sick and tired of it. All I wanted to do is come to Otter Creek and live a peaceful life in the woods. I was sold property with how many times do I have to say this? I was sold property illegally with known encroachments. I have illegal trespassing. I have illegal hunting. I have illegal drugs being sold on my property. I'm being illegally charged for water. I mean, this is just, it just goes on and on and on. So at any rate, Supervisor of Elections Tammy Jones said that 19 RV park residents voted in the town election, including 2 owners of the RV park. Total of 71 people cast their ballots in the election. She said state law allows RV park residents to vote in elections. They must swear under oath that they intend to use their RVs as permanent residents. She said some RV residents in Chiefland from Southern Leisure RV Resort and Strawberry Field RV Park do vote in city elections. I'm not sure why that Chiefland part is put in there, because we're not Chiefland, we're Otter Creek. But it proves a point that other RV park owned individuals are actually getting involved in their local elections. She's aware of the controversy surrounding Otter Creek election. Of course she is, because we've asked her to bring her own board of elections to make sure this election was actually legitimate.
Yeah, Renee, I think that is a good point. I think that there is a difference between saying, hey, viewership, you need to go do this, and saying, hey, we, the people of Otter Creek as a community, need to do this in our voting, or in our, basically in our, who we're going to vote in. And this is how we need to move forward with the community. I think that's different than like the YouTube community. You know what I mean? I think you're allowed to say, we need to do this, we need to do that. You're obviously allowed to tell people who you think they should vote for. I mean, we do that all the time. But yeah, I don't think that's necessarily what Dave was referring to. But yes, I get it.
True, and that Russell and Mary weren't skewing the votes. And so people of Otter Creek went to the Board of Elections and said, we need your people here. And so, of course, she's aware of it. We, the people of Otter Creek, made her aware of it. So, again, that being said, she said if someone wants to contest the election, they will have to file a challenge through the clerk's office at the courthouse. A case would go to the judge for a decision of whether voting irregularities occurred based on the facts presented. It all comes down to fact finding. And if someone does contest the election, and the judge will determine the factual documents provided, who lives there and who doesn't, she said, referring to the RV park. So absolutely nothing was illegally done in the RV park. As a matter of fact, George and I found out that we could have actually voted, because we have a desire, and the terminology is, if your intention is to live here full time, our intention is to live here full time. We're seasonal right now, but the intention is in just a short period of time, we'll be in Otter Creek full time. Florida law regarding mobile voters states for a person with a non-traditional abode, a boat, motorhome, etc., who intends and has the presence in the county and intends for the county to be a resident of the county, except the acceptable addresses include the place where the messages regularly are received, the general delivery addresses at a specific post office, the address of the campground or the docking site if mail is received there. Okay, so that being said, I have some questions. By the way, there's the picture again.
I love tiny homes. They're so cute. But I would have to get rid of so much stuff.
Of the mail right there. Just like this. I don't know anybody who's ever called a sheriff to open their mail for them. All right. I have a major issue. Number one, this individual is very slanted in his reporting, which we already know that happens all the time in reporting, right? Why is this individual saying Jeremy Hales, but yet hasn't contacted me? Why has this individual not contacted me? He's talked to the group. He's
Because this reporter is sus.
talked to Meeks, Russell Meeks, married to group, but he hasn't talked to Jeremy Hales. He just puts Jeremy Hales' name in there, and he's scared to put what the Hales in there. Why hasn't this reporter actually talked to the campground owners? I've gotten no reach out to Jeremy Hales. Would you like to comment on this? Oh, I would love to comment on this. As a matter of fact, I have hours and hours.
Man, I'm so. Oh, one day I won't be so slow at that.
And hours of footage of comments on this, but yet you're not reporting any of that. I see a major issue with your integrity as a reporter. Major issue. You have not contacted the two people that you're trying to slant, saying, oh man, these individuals are bad, because these two individuals are actually trying to show to the people of Otter Creek what's going on is bad. And what's going to happen when all of Otter Creek says, I've had it, I want my money back, the town has been stealing from me, and the list goes on and on and on and on. You know what? Some individual was just telling me, why doesn't Otter Creek, why doesn't the board of Otter Creek, why don't they have annual drug test? I think that's a genius idea. Why doesn't the town of Otter Creek actually have annual drug tests? Not only drugs, but alcohol as well. I think there should be random alcohol and drug tests for every individual on that council. Every single one, monthly. Random monthly drug and alcohol test. I mean, that's what happens when you work for somebody, right? I mean, they can say, hey, we have random drug tests here, and you're employed by them. By the way, those council members, they're employed by the residents of Otter Creek. They should be tested regularly. Not only that, we can go on into other things that they should be doing.
Rose, we're just watching Jeremy. Jeremy's not actually on here, but hi. I'm sure he would say hi if he were here.
Should be transparency of the finances. We've already made a request for documentation. We received absolutely nothing so far. Complete and total breach of the Sunshine Law. We received not a single record. The only record in the 3 years that George and I have lived here that I finally received was just weeks ago when I paid my bill and Mary finally gave me a resolution. That's in 3 years. That's the only record I've received if I asked over and over and over.
Zach, I do not believe that. 3-5, that this has to be a dad joke that I'm just not getting.
Over and over and over and over again. Break of the law, break of the law, break of the law, break of the law. Florida's pretty tough on the Sunshine Law. And why aren't I getting records? The reason I'm not getting records is because when I start looking, I'm going to find so much more. This isn't over. This is just beginning. Want to find some humor in this with me? Because I love to laugh. You guys know I do. George knows I do.
Yeah.
And this is the funniest part of the whole thing. This organization says their mission is to create.
Someone please explain to me the joke.
A more informed Levy County, Florida community.
Oh, Zach, I just got it. Gross.
Regarding the process of how our local government functions for its taxpayers' benefit. That's odd because I didn't hear you say anything about that for Otter Creek. But it keeps going on. Information is power. No kidding. That's why the people are actually voting in Otter Creek now, because information is finally getting out to them. And yet it's not coming from you. It's coming from us. It's coming from live streaming on Facebook. And then it says they pride themselves on reporting the facts of local government meetings.
Thanks, guys.
And yet you've reported absolutely nothing about the Otter Creek local government meetings. Wow, we've been sharing everything. And it says the meetings, while many of the citizens are at work or unable to attend night meetings. And then they go on to say this: your donations help support our work. Number one, What the Hale's family and friends, don't ever send a cent to this place. This is ridiculous. This is not reporting. And number two, if you really want to have a positive impact, I have a fundraiser for you. Olight is doing an awesome fundraiser for all of those autistic kids in our lives. These aren't just normal kids. They're some of the most special kids in the world. And we got to meet one and give a gift of an Olight, and you can buy your own. We'll put a link in the comments and you can give a gift for this fundraiser as well. We just had guests come to the schoolhouse. Who are you guys?
Seashell Treasures, Michelle.
I'm
Mhm.
Brianna.
Brianna, you were actually at Half Mil Time to Grow with Mom, and you won the auctioneering contest, right?
Yeah.
You won a pretty big prize, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you're autistic as well, correct?
Yes, I have Asperger's.
Okay. Well, Olight, our favorite flashlight company, is actually trying to bring awareness to autism. And so they're running a big fundraiser for autism awareness. And they gave me this flashlight specifically to give to you. So not
Wow.
only did you win a prize at Half Mil Time to Grow, you get your very own autistic awareness flashlight.
That's
Oh
a
my
cool
God,
color.
Thank you. I
She's
love
been
it.
saying, "Mom, we gotta buy one. Mom, we gotta buy one," because we
So I've
do a
been so
little bit of the
excited.
store trucks and stuff too.
That's so nice. Okay, guys. Guess what time it is? Huh. Let's see here. What can we do? Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to do that after like everything that I say that I think is funny. Actually, I'm never gonna use that because I never say anything funny. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I want the nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. I feel like that might get a strike or something.
Does not compute.
Oh, I know what we can do. I got to get a better one than that one. Kind of sucks. Okay. $18,827. I feel like that's gone up, right? Did that just go up since last time we checked? It did. It did. It did. Hey, thanks, Rose. Have you liked? Have you liked and subscribed? Wait, why? What did I say? Did I say something bad? Oh, but yeah, Flash fan, you should probably never let your I don't let my daughter watch me stream. Uh-oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? By over 200, what does that mean? I did. Wait, what happened? Why are we all saying it's Zach's fault? What'd Zach do? What happened? What'd he do? What'd he do? $1.96. What does that mean? How many subs is that? No, go back. Hold on one second. We will see. You know how people like, oh, I need 40 more subs. 40 more subs. Although, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. Who's ready for the next one? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it did go up $200, right? It did. It did. Yeah. I also usually say like lots of bad words, so there's that. Bad neighbors show up at which one did we just watch? Town took our water. Here we go. Okay, I thought this one was crazy. I don't think we're gonna watch it because it might be a little boring. We might do it next time, or maybe I'll just find like a better clip. But there is one that talks about like the whole fire department issue, which is crazy. I mean, I don't know that we care about Russ the Sus anymore, but he's like so incompetent. It's so crazy. He was, and maybe like the whole board. They were like debating whether or not they should get the fire department from another town that was like hold on one second. Um sorry. I got an email about that about my check. But it's going to be a lengthy response. Anyway, they were talking about like they didn't want to pay for the water. They didn't want to pay like the paid fire department versus the volunteer fire department, and the paid fire department that's from a different county or from a different town could get there in 12 minutes, like, you know, in enough time to like save a life. And yeah, and they're just like, who cares if people live or die? We don't have any money. I mean, that seems kind of essential. Fire department seems pretty essential to me. I'd be so mad if I lived in that town. And they decided to do that instead of proper fire department. I'd be so mad. Also, it's not just about fires. Like, the fire department deals with a lot of things, like accidents. Here we go.
New town council meeting agenda is hung up. But the biggest thing that people want to know is Lynette or John Crook going to show up. They both stated that they will.
Wait, what?
We're going to dig deep into the agenda. Now, I've made the agenda. This is
Oh,
the
yeah, this
first
is a new
time
one.
I actually have
do that.
something on the agenda. Now, I didn't put it there. Somebody else put it there. When I was in
When I say new, I mean November 9th of 2023.
Bible college, I
Correct.
actually rented one of the married students' housing. And I had a three-wheeler. I had an old Honda 1985 three-wheeler. They're collectible now. And I had it in my kitchen over the summer as I went and served at a Christian camp for the summer. And then the college contacted me and they said, hey, can we house some people in your house? I said, sure, not a problem at all. They had a conference. They wanted to put some people in there. I said, not a problem at all. I came back to college that year. There was a brand new rule in the rule book. No motorcycles or ATVs were allowed to be in your kitchen if you lived in the married student housing. And at that point, I knew I had arrived. I made it into the rule book. Well, I'm making it into the rule book here as well. Now, most of you want to know what's going to happen if Lynette actually shows up. And she's posted she's going to be there. She's posted that she's going to continue to run for council. That 98% of the members of this town love her. Do you understand that 98% of her multiple personalities don't even love her? This is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, the members of the town are preparing for court to testify against her. She's going to have a stark reality hit. Now, there are some issues with Florida in regards to the civil protection orders. And we were contacted by Levy County this morning, and they were working with us through those issues. We're working with Ohio to correct those issues. Regardless of whether she shows or not, Ohio will enforce to the utmost. And if she shows up and she breaks that 500 feet, they will issue a warrant for her arrest. So regardless of whether she shows up, there's going to be a warrant for her arrest. And let's get into it. Did John Cook say he was coming too? The old crookster.
Who's gonna watch the child?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Although
the tablet.
The tablet will take care of that. Although, you know, Lynette has actually posted before as well that How could she ever go to meetings? She's got a child to care for. I want them online. Here, take a peek at this. Town of Otter Creek, council meeting agenda, November 10th, 2023, 7 p.m. Remember, they did not vote to change that time. They want to encourage people to come. They kept the time. People still aren't coming. It would have been nice to see that the council would try something new, but that doesn't happen very often here in Otter Creek because that's the way they've always done it. And if that's the way it's always done it, how do you ever expect any other outcome? But that's what happened. Mayor's going to do a call to order. And that call to order is going to have.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm totally fine with a volunteer fire department. The issue was that the volunteer fire department, I believe, was the issue. We can watch it tomorrow, but I believe the volunteer fire department was way further away. Plus, they were obviously not going to be like just sitting around in the firehouse or fire station. So it would take them like so much long when you already are so far away, than having to like all get together, like get ready, then get to, get to the meetup place, get together, get on the truck. It takes a lot more time. And so, and I think they were further away. So, or maybe they weren't further away. Maybe it was just that would take them more time and it would end up being a lot more than 12 minutes, I believe. But we'll see tomorrow.
Prayer. It's going to have the pledge and a roll call. Now, we've seen prayer in this last meeting. I appreciate it, and I'm sure there's many of you that appreciate it as well. Hopefully, what that does is that actually unifies the entire town together with the common goal of this is a council that is supposed to do positive things for the people. Not, I want one thing done for me. I'm a council member. This is what my agenda is. Not, I'm going to try and disrupt because I'm not mayor anymore, and therefore I'm going to just say no to everything. Hopefully, this is a unifying thing that brings people together, the town together. Then we also have the pledge. We want to respect and we got to give honor to our country. And then we have the roll call to see who's there. Now, Madam Mayor has had to change the way that she does roll call because Russ the Sus wants to act like a toddler. And so she still gets it done. That way, the official roll call is in the official minutes and it's on the books. It's all legal. After that, there's going to be approval of the agenda and bills. Now, we're looking at the agenda right now. She wants an official approval of that agenda, and that way they can move forward with the agenda in the meeting. Again, another legality thing. And then the bills, they've had those bills. As a matter of fact, as you're watching this right now, Don could potentially be at town hall. Russell could potentially be at town hall picking up their packet and going through their bills. Do you really think they are? No, there's no way. I guarantee you, there is no way either of them came in and they're going to both say, particularly Don, I just got all this paperwork, when it's already been emailed and they can pick up their packet as of right now. It's not that much. Russell goes and creeps around the entire town, driving in circles around the school, where kids are, wherever there's a female. Don can walk there in less than 30 seconds. Do you think they would think of the people of the town to actually do their job and go and get these packets and study them and be prepped ahead of time? Maybe we'll be shocked this time around. I seriously doubt it, though.
Maybe.
All right, but after the bills, remember when Russ was mayor, they weren't getting any bills. Now that Madam Mayor Therese is mayor, they get the bills and then they can make a vote, okay? But Russ is demanding that Madam Mayor Therese do everything that he never did. You want to talk about hypocrisy? It's ridiculous. All right. After that, approval of minutes from October 10th meeting. Now, if you remember the last meeting on October 10th, it started with a bang. There was almost a throwdown between Russell because Russell is raising his voice to Belinda, and then Doug, Belinda's husband, which I am proud, very, very proud to share, that Belinda will be Mrs. Claus at Christmas in the Creek, and Doug will be Santa Claus at Christmas in the Creek. And you should be proud too. These are Otter Creek residents going to be serving the kids of our county. And you know who's going to be the Grinch? Better check this clip out right here. Who stole Christmas? They even stole Christmas from the kids.
I want to know about the Christmas party. Why? What's happened? No Christmas party.
Yep.
I hear that nobody wanted to help. I feel the mayor should step up and take care of the town and stuff like that. You know, say, hey,
Amen.
you know, I'm going to take, you know, do it. I mean, we've had these Christmas parties for
Not asking
50
anybody.
years. And now all of a sudden,
Darlene,
nothing.
you want to put on a Christmas party?
I would do it. I've done it before. I don't have no problem doing it.
This was brought up, but
Yeah.
I
Mr.
mean,
Stewart
why
just
can't
kicks
the city
everything
do
to the
it?
next month and nobody makes
Yeah.
a
I mean, the
decision.
city do
So
it.
then
I
here
mean,
we
they
are.
went downhill on it.
Darlene, would you? Do you want, y'all want to give Darlene $500 and let her do a Christmas party?
No, why?
Yeah, you're trying to be funny now, Russell.
Because it's almost too late for her to
You think I'm gonna run around to
donation.
This is something y'all should have done or
Yes.
discussed at the last meeting.
If approved as submitted, the council members will all sign one copy for the public record. Again, that's a legal thing because they are a municipality. Is that how you say that? Municipality?
That's a word I can't.
Please
Tongue
say,
twister.
say Massachusetts, please, just once. Massachusetts.
Don't make me. I
Say
can't
Massachusetts.
Do it. Massa.
Okay, say municipality.
Municipality.
Okay, perfect. I like it. I like the way you say it. All right, because they're a municipality, they actually have to follow legal guidelines. And this is part of making and creating a public record. They have to have public records to do certain things, whether it be banking, working with money. There has to be an official public record. And so therefore, there will be a signed copy and they can do those things. Special guest. We have a special guest going to be at this meeting. It is Powell and Jones to give the findings on the 2021-2022 audit. Okay. Now, I've already done an audit review on this channel from the previous year, the 2020 audit, and it was a mess. As a matter of fact, if you go back and watch that video, which is in the Otter Creek and it's in the playlist, you'll see that they straight up tell us that we are in a financial emergency. We are just a little bit of funds away from a financial emergency. And Mary never gave them all the information they needed. And you also have to understand that it's very easy to work with an outside third party and tweak what's going on financially because they don't have all that information. It can be very well manipulated. And all the information was never given in the first place. That's part of the findings. I am going to be very, very anxiously awaiting the findings for this next audit. Now, keep in mind, as you see the findings of this next audit, this was not the current administration. This was all under Russ the Sus. This was all under Mary. Audits are scary. You get all that, right?
Audits are scary. Hello, Michelle from Northern Ireland.
This is not the new administration. This is an audit of the performance financially of the previous administration. So that is going to be the 2021-22 fiscal year audit. I'm excited for that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask for a book so that I can go through that. Numbers and money, I understand. Business, I understand. The only thing I understand more than business is jokes. Okay. I got a sense of humor. It's pretty big. Not as big as my driveway, but it's pretty big. Public participation comes after that. Members of the public will have 3 minutes to speak to the council on any one topic. The topic needs to pertain to the town, needs to be respectful with no foul language. Now, I particularly don't usually have an issue with foul language. There are some that can get me to that point, and there's no doubt they continue to try, and that would be Lynette, and that would be John Crook, these horrific, horrible people in this town of Otter Creek who have stalked us here, who are abusing and neglecting animals and children and other people in this town. But I don't think there's any need for me to publicly speak about that in this town hall meeting. There are some things I would like to share for sure. I mean, we have this incredible event coming up, Christmas in the Creek on December 16th, where we're going to have toys, free toys, Santa Claus. We're going to even have some other activities for all the kids, not only of Otter Creek. And you're going, Jeremy, how many kids are there in Otter Creek? Okay, there's less than what I can count on one hand, but there's Cedar Key, who just went through a hurricane. You've got Bronson and Chiefland and Golf Hammock. Golf Hammock, the biggest kid I know there is Brian, and Brian's back. You're going to see him in a video soon. You've got all kinds of kids in Levy County. We're not going to turn away any kid whatsoever. And we don't want this to be a What the Hills event. We want this to be a resident of Otter Creek event. We are residents of Otter Creek. Doug and Belinda are residents of Otter Creek. There are many residents of Otter Creek that are going to be a part of this. As a matter of fact, I can share with you confidently, because I just spoke with her, that the mayor, Madam Mayor Therese, and her husband Brett will also be volunteering, as this is an event. This is the Otter Creek residents making this the place this Christmas to be. It's going to be absolutely incredible. The Sean Goodman's going to be there. You can get a picture with a Sean on the shelf. I know you like Elf on the Shelf, but this is human-sized Sean on the shelf. It's going to be incredible. And we have so many other fun things that are going to be ready. French toast casserole on a stick, December 16th. I'm going to want to share this with the townspeople. Now, many of them already know, and we welcome them to be a part of this, to volunteer, but to also bring all their children and any children or grandchildren that they have to the event. Old business, and this is typical of their agendas. They go hash out old business, things that they've talked about before that they haven't finalized a decision on. And then,
Oh, what time is, but Tug's not until 6 Central, so that's still an hour away.
they go into new business. So old business is hiring for the attorney position.
Hi,
Now, I don't know exactly what's going on there. Maybe they'll get an attorney, or maybe they have quotes from attorneys. We're going to find out during this meeting. There's also talk about the findings regarding dissolution of the town. And then there's also the community center. So old business is going to be the attorney, dissolution of the town, community center. Remember, they have that grant, and that grant can only be used for two things: sidewalks or a community center. The people of Otter Creek do not want to give, so their land will not be given for the sidewalks. They want to get. I have a problem with this personally. I think if you're part of the town and you want to do something for the town and the state is giving you money, that you should.
Oh, is MLS on at 6 p.m. Eastern? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, guys. Sorry, that's where you're going instead. Obvi.
Should give. Now, at the same time, I'm not looking to give any of my property for sidewalks either. As a matter of fact, in my property, I want to be left alone. I want people away from me. That's why we bought property here, to be isolated. But the community center, I think most of you know how I feel about that. That is not a building that can be sustained long-term with the actual cost, the operating cost on a yearly basis that these people can actually, they can't take it in a budget. Not only that, if Otter Creek, the residents of Otter Creek continue to say, we don't want people in Otter Creek, why in the world would you use a community center? What are you going to use it for? You don't even use your town hall building. You don't even show up for town hall meetings. But I digress. We go into new business. Okay. New business, they're adding the clerk to the bank accounts. That's pretty typical. That's normal. The clerk is the one that is managing all the money, taking care of paying the bills. You've got accounts payable and you got receivable. The clerk is caring for all of that. They have hired Belinda not only as the bookkeeper,
Hold on,
but the clerk as well, because they have not had a person who's actually qualified for that clerk position. So she's filling interim until they find another qualified individual in that clerk position. You also have a resolution to change. Here it is. You want to know where I'm at in this agenda, right? Resolution to change.
Okay, we're stopping there. So he is reviewing the Crumbly trial. So I have redirected y'all to Dave from MLS. It'll be in 1 minute, but I just wanted to chat with you for 1 second. Dave is also going to be doing the Jeremy Hales Lego stream on Saturday. So this is a good opportunity to go in there and make sure that you're subscribed and that your notifications are turned on so that you don't miss the Jeremy Hills Lego stream. That's always a great time. He'll be interviewing Jeremy, and he and Jeremy and Valhalla will be building Legos, and it is a very fun time. And then I think that's at 8 p.m. Eastern, but make sure that you go in there when I redirect you and make sure that you're subbed. Also, if you haven't subbed here, please do so. I would really appreciate that. I also wanted to let you know that, I need to change that banner. I said that's where we were going to redirect, but I didn't realize that Dave was going live. I also wanted to say that I'm not sure about streams for the rest of the week. I will try to stream some for the rest of the week, but it is my child's spring break, and I definitely do want to spend some time with her. So I'm not 100% sure, but I will definitely be back on next week. I might change the time a little and go a little later, but I will be back for sure. And I probably am going to stream this week. Let's check out the fundraiser really fast. Okay, it's gone up a little. It's at $18,837. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Okay, yes, everyone have a fun and awesome spring break. That's not what I want to do. Remove you. I want to be just me. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today to watch all of these old streams. And yeah, if you're on spring break, I hope that it is great and safe for sure. Oh, I see what you said, Flash fan. See, my brain's not working. I'm so hungry. Spring break is a fun time in a kid's life. Okay, yeah, see? So that makes me, I'm going to hang out with my kid. Anyway, I'm redirecting you to Dave's stream. He's going to be covering the Crumley trial. He is right there in Michigan, and it will be a very informative stream. Tell him I said hello, and good night, everyone. Thank you for being here.